going to learn the conditional statements. Okay, so the conditional statements are mainly like we have a three types. Okay, if and else, okay, and switch statement. We'll learn why we want to write one by one, and we'll do that one. Okay, so let's go for first if condition here. So first let us have understand one example here. I want to print the even numbers. Okay, I'll tell you one number and you have to tell me whether there is even number or not. Okay, 10. So now tell me whether this is even number or odd number. Even number. If it is a even number, I want to print this is a even number. And if it is a not even number, I want to print this is not a even number, something like this. Then how to do it? How to do this one? Let is even. Okay, something. So now what we are trying to do here, we are trying to check number percentage by 2 triple equal to 0. Usually how many equal we will check it? Only double equal. Okay, so this is very very important point. I'll explain. Okay, here we are checking with the triple equal to, that's okay. So this meaning is if the remainder is 0, this value will have a true. If the remainder is not 0, this value will have a false, something like that. Okay, so now if I want to print even number or not, what it is saying, it is even. So the output is going to just print it true or false. Okay, but we don't want like that. I want like if it is even number, this is a even number. If it is a odd number, this is a odd number, something like that. I have to tell it. Okay, this is a general statement, there is no condition here. Okay, to solve this problem we have to go for a what statements? Conditional statements. Okay, so either we can go for if else and switch cases. Okay, so let us go for one by one. If condition. Okay, when a particular code has to be executed only if the condition value is true, then we can go for a if condition. Suppose here how many conditions I want to write it? Only one condition. Okay, if the value is even number, I want to print a this is a even number. That is our case. Okay, so let us go for here and let us write the code here. Okay, first we have to write a if. Okay, if is a keyword. So usually we learn like what is the if parts, right? So this is a if is a keyword, then brackets. Okay, inside the bracket here we need to write the condition. So what is the second part in the here we need to write a condition. That condition value always should be boolean value, any boolean value. Okay, so suppose I am giving 1. So what is the 1 means boolean? In the boolean case 1 means what? True or false? True. 0 means what? False. Empty quotes means false. Undefined, false. Null, false. Correct, right? False. False only. Okay, something here what it will do here, always it required a boolean value. Okay, suppose in the boolean value 1 means what? True, something like this. Okay, and the next thing is open bracket and close bracket. This is nothing but if body. This body is optional. Whenever you have only one line, this body is a optional. Whenever you have multiple lines, this body is required. Multiple lines, if you are going to write multiple lines, then it's required. Okay, something like that. Okay, so here always now what is the condition we want to write it? Whether this is even number or not, right? So that is the reason I will say num. Okay, percentage to double equal to 0. This meaning, what is the meaning? I am going to divide like percentage by number, and if the remainder is 0, then what is the value? It will come remainder is 0 means a even number. Okay, so we are checking double equal to, right? So if the left side value is 0 and right side value is 0, whenever you are writing double equal to, it will return a true or false. It will return a true or false. If you are giving single equal to, that is a assignment. Double equal to, comparison. Left side value is equal to right side value. If both are equal, it returns a true. If both are not equal, it returns a false, something like this. Okay, so that is a question. Okay, let us solve this one. Okay, suppose I want, without before going that even number, I want to solve small problem. I will say num1 is equal to, okay, 10. Okay, now tell me if I am writing like if num1 double equal to num2, something like this. Okay, so here what is the value for num1? 10. And what is the value for num2? Like num1 both are 10, right? If both are 10, so then this comparison will return true or false? Comparison, what this comparison will return? True. True. Okay, both are equal, true. Both are not equal, false. Let us see. So now what is the output? We should get it equal. Okay, so let us go and check it here. Open the inspect. Okay. And console. Okay. So let us save this one and reload the page. Okay, equal. Okay, everybody understood, right? Suppose here I am going to give a 11 value. In the top or bottom, I am going to give 11 value. Now, what is the first value? 11. What is the second value? 10. Both are equal or not equal? Not equal. Whenever this is a not equal, it will not go inside it here. Okay, so this is like a allow within. You have to say correct mantra. Then only you will open the door. Otherwise, it will door will not open here. Here, if the condition value is true, then only it will go inside. If the condition value is false, it will never go inside. Okay, simply it will come out of the line and it will go there. That is the reason. Okay, now what is the first value? 11. What is second value? 10. So now what is the output we are going to get it? We are not going to get any output. Okay, so whenever both are equal, comparison, this returns a true. When not equal, comparison will return a false value, something like that. Okay, now I'll go for important point. So what is the 10 value here? 10. And what is the num1 value? 10 only. But what is the first type? Number. What is the second type? String. Okay, so this double equal to will return true if the values are same. Okay, it won't check any type. What is the type of first one? Number. What is the type of second one? String. It will not check any type. It will only check the value comparison. Okay, so if you are going to save it and reload the page, we are going to get a equal. But in case if you are going to use a triple equal to, okay, this is also for comparison only. Okay, but additionally first it will check the value. Okay, values are equal, then it will check the type of. What is the type of for 10? Number. What is the type of for this 10? String. Both are equal or not equal? Not equal, so it will return a false. So this triple equal to is more stricter than the double equal. Now because of that reason we are not going to get any output. You understood, right? So the in the that is the reason whenever you are using triple equal, this is more stricter than the double equal. Okay, understood, right? But both are for what purpose? Comparison purpose only. Okay, so but in the code, whenever you are using it, always it's better to use a triple equal to. Okay, that is fine. Okay, let's go for our program. Okay, so I want to identify whether this is a even number or not. So how to identify whether this is even number or not? Simple. Num percentage divided by double equal to 0. Okay, if the double equal to is 0, then what is our number? Num is a even number, something. Okay, suppose you want to print that number, you can print that number also. How to print that number? Num plus something like this. Okay, this is a string. Okay, this is a number plus this is a string. Number plus string, what will happen? String only. Okay, that's fine. Let's go and reload the page again. So okay, 10 number is a even number. Correct only, right? That is a program. Okay, something. So whenever you want to write any one condition, only one condition, then which loop, which condition we should go for? If condition. Okay, something like now I am going for a something. Suppose I want to purchase one item, I will go to first shop. Okay, if the first shop is not available, then what you will do? You'll go home. No, what you'll do? We'll go for second shop and we'll look for the alternative. Correct, right? Okay, something like this. Now what I want to do, I want to verify it. Okay, if this is not the case, I want to execute the alternative case. Then how many cases I am writing? Two cases. Okay, whenever you want to execute more than one case, then we have to go for a else condition. Okay, now what is the case I want to do it here is, suppose this is not a even number, and what is a number? It will be odd number. Okay, I want to handle that case. For that reason, and you can write a else. Okay, open bracket and a close bracket. Okay, so and inside the open bracket and close bracket, you can say num is a odd number. You no need to write any condition here. If double equal to 1, nothing you need to write. Okay, so when this will come here, whenever this is a true value, it will go inside. Okay, whenever this is a false value, it will come to the else part. Okay, but only one will execute. Either if will execute or else will execute, but both will not execute at same time. Everybody is clear? Okay, let us run the program. So if I am going to run this program, what is the output? 11 is a odd number. That's fine. Suppose I want to print 10 now. Which one? What is the output? I am going to get it 10. What is the output? 10 is a even number. So only one statement is going to execute here. So that is nothing but a if Okay, everybody understood, right? Okay, so here we can write the condition. That condition value can be anything. Sometimes what we'll write like this one. Okay, suppose suppose I want to verify if age is greater than 18. I want to say you are eligible for vote, something like this. So I will say let age is equal to 18, and now condition I want to change it. What is the condition I want to write it? If age greater than or equal to 18. Okay, here I am writing not double equal to. I want to check. Okay, if my age is greater than 80, 20, 30, 50 also fine. Okay, then what I want to do? I want to say you are eligible for vote, something like this. Okay, something. So else case I want to write you are not eligible for the vote. So how many conditions I am writing here? Only first condition. This is the second condition. If this is not true, it will come here. Okay, so here the only important rule is between the if and else you should not write any statements. Okay, suppose sir I want to write the console.log of something, so this is not at all allowed. Okay, between the if and else there is no statement is allowed. You should not write any statement. Okay, that is the important rule. And else is also a keyword only. Okay, you should not write in the capital or you should not write in a small. Always you should write only in small only. Okay, not in the mixed case. Okay, right. And another thing is whenever you want to write only single line, okay, whenever you want to write only single line, then these brackets are optional for both. For both if is optional, but for else also optional. Okay, something like this. Okay, so I'm going to reload the page again. Let us verify you are eligible for vote. Okay, how many lines I have written here, ma? Only one line. Suppose what if I am going to write it two lines? Okay, two lines. So now as per the coding standard this is invalid. Tell me why it is invalid. So if you are not writing open and bracket, close brackets, only one line is allowed. Okay, you are writing one line. And what about second line? You have written additional line, right? As per the rule, there should not be any statement between else and if no other statements are allowed. Okay, so that is the reason this second line is like thinking like a outside of that open bracket and close bracket. That is the reason we are getting an error. Okay, whenever you want to do like this, then what is the solution? Write a open bracket here and write a close bracket in the inside it, something like this. Okay, now you can write any how many number of statements you want to write it, you can write it. Okay, that is nothing but a if condition. Okay, so only if this is not fails, the only if it fails then only it will go to the else. If it is a success it will go and execute this one only. Okay, so that is nothing but a if case. Okay, and we have seen else also, right? Whenever we want to execute alternate case, only then go for a else. Suppose I don't want to if your account is having some 1,000 rupees, then only you want to transfer. If you don't have it, I don't want to borrow or something, nothing I want to do it, then what is the case? You have to write it only if condition, not the else part. Okay, sometimes you are applying for Aadhaar card, okay, and you are entering invalid Aadhaar. If it is a correct Aadhaar, I want to say you are entering correct Aadhaar number, else I want to show an error. Then what is how many cases I have to write it? Two cases, if and else case, something like that. Okay, yes. Okay, so let's go for it. Suppose we do know how to write even number program, right? Already we have seen it. Suppose I want to identify odd number, already identified using the that one itself. Okay, suppose if my marks is greater than 35, I want to say you are pass. Okay, something like that. So can we do that program? Yes, we can do that, right? Tell me how to do that. I can simply marks, okay, is greater than 35 something. Here I can write like a marks is greater than 35, then I can say you are pass. Okay, I will say you are pass. Else what will say? You are fail. Better luck next time. You are fail. Better luck next time. Okay, something like this. So here, why I am not writing open and close bracket? Because I am writing only one statement. Okay, even though you are going to write a one statement, it is better practice always to have a open and close bracket, so that we can clearly understand. Okay, this line is opened here, this line is ended here. Okay, you always try to practice like this. Don't go with the open and close bracket. Sometimes some senior people will write like this without open and close bracket. That is also valid, but you can practice same way. Okay, 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 let's go for we have to give a marks. Yes, okay, okay, right. Let us go for the next concept. Okay, suppose now what I want to do, I want to do a recharge now. Okay, I want to do a recharge. So whenever like we have multiple providers are there, right? Geo, Airtel, something. Okay, so in every company they have different recharges. Okay, suppose I want to write a 28 valid days, so the amount is some 100 rupees. Suppose I want to go with the 3-month validity, amount is 300, 400 or something. Like we have multiple recharges, right? Okay, now we want to write a program for multiple things. Okay, multiple things we want to write it. But if you are going to write using if and else condition, how many cases you are going to handle? Only 2 cases. Okay, suppose my recharge amount is like this. Okay, my recharge amount, let us go on. Let's say recharge amount. Like first understood the case. Okay, so here suppose if 100 is a recharge, I want to get a 28 days validity. Okay, if 200 is a 56, some 300 is something like this I want to do it. Okay, clear, right? So how many cases I want to handle now? More than one if condition, correct, right? Okay, so whenever you want to write a more than one if condition, then we can go for this case like a else if conditions now. Okay, else if conditions. So let us go on and okay, first I'll write if, okay, recharge, okay, amount double equal to 100. Okay, open and close bracket. Okay, if my recharge amount is 100 rupees, now what is how many days I want to write it? 28 days. Okay, first let us create the data. Do you know how to add a 28 days, right? It's simple. Let d is equal to new date. Okay, now I want to increment this date by how many days? 28 days. Okay, simple. D dot set date and plus d dot here plus 28 days. So automatically we are going to get like this. Okay, suppose if I am going to enter, okay, I am going to enter 200 rupees. Okay, 200 rupees. So what is the recharge date? It should be there something like this. Okay, so now how many if condition I am writing? Here one if condition, here also another if condition. That is fine. Okay, now again how many if condition I have to write it? Two more is there, right? Okay, let's write two more. Okay, and let's last write the something like that. Okay, how many if conditions I have written? Four if conditions. Okay, this is perfectly fine. In a program we can write any number of if condition. Only the rule you need to follow is like a if, okay, and here the always expression should be true ma. So if recharge amount is how much? 100. So the right side also 100, left side also 100. Now this is a true or not? Yes, true. Whenever this is a true, this will execute, correct, right? Okay, then it will come here. Again this is a separate if condition, right? Okay, what will happen is, even though this is a separate if condition, program again it will try to compare the values. What is my value on top? 100. What is the right side value? 200. Now both are equal or not equal? Not equal. So that is the reason it will not execute. It will go to bottom. So now again left side 100, right side 300. Even though my program is already satisfied in the first condition, it is trying to execute all the conditions bottom. Okay, this is useless things, correct, right? Okay, to improve the performance, what we can do, instead of writing separate if condition, we can write a else if. Okay, there is a simple word called else. Okay, else. Okay, so on whatever the condition you are writing, it is everything is same. Before that I am writing what condition? Else. Now what is this meaning is, suppose if this condition is matching, this is a true, it will not check any other else if, directly it will go to the bottom. Okay, now what is the use of? Because of that reason, it will improve the performance. Okay, because it will not check it. If you are not checking, it will not take time, so it will improve the performance. That is the reason, if you want to improve the performance, then what is the second? We can go for else if. Okay, simply write a else before the if condition. So now what is this meaning is, let us write a else. Okay, let us write else. In the last, suppose if user is entering not any other amount, okay, I will say console dot log of something like this. Okay, so let me explain here. What is this meaning is, if I am going to enter 100, this will match here. Whenever this is matching here, program knows that already he recharged, he no need to verify any other condition, directly it will come here. Okay, it will come here, and let us say console.log of d, something, directly it will print here. Okay, so let us go on to print our date. So what is 100 rupees? Next 28th is our last date. Okay, suppose if my amount is going to 300. Okay, so now where it will go here, ma? It will go to the May. So because let us see, verify here. First it will verify this condition is true or not. No. Then it will go here. This condition is true or not. No. Whenever this is a false, then only it will go for a next case. Now it is matching here, right? Whenever this is matching, then immediately it will not execute any of these bottom conditions. Okay, directly it will come to the bottom and it will execute the bottom statement. Okay, so now the important rule is, if we want, when we should go for a else if, else if, else if. Okay, that is the point. Please remember, if you want to perform on based on one condition only, based on a one condition only, then you have to go for a else if, else if, else if, something like this. Okay, but if you want to go for different conditions, suppose my age is 20, you execute this one. My name is something, you execute this one. My address is something, you execute this one. Then here different conditions, correct, right? Based on the age, based on the name, based on the address. So whenever you are writing different condition, don't go for else if. You have to go for a separate if conditions. You understood, right? Whenever you want to perform multiple condition on single value, then go for a else if, else if. Whenever you want to perform multiple conditions on multiple values, then go for a normal if condition. Don't go for else if conditions. Okay, so this is the program for this one. Okay, now everybody understand what is this one, right? So in the finally we are going to write else condition. Suppose if your all condition else if conditions are not matching, then it will finally it will come to this else part. That is the use. Okay, suppose you don't want to write anything, then you can leave it, but you want to handle it. Suppose if user is entering a 5,000, there is no recharge amount for 5,000, then we want to show one simple alert message: hey user, you are not entering any valid amount, something like this. Then we can type like, okay, here, so here I will enter a 50. So there is no 50. Then obviously what is the error? We should get it. Recharge amount is invalid recharge. Okay, something like this we can print it. Okay, so if you want to handle multiple conditions, then what is the condition? We should go for a else if conditions. Okay, something like this. Okay. Okay, so next thing is a switch condition, last one. Okay, so what is this switch condition will do? Okay, same thing, whatever you are doing with the else if, else if, else if, else if. Okay, whenever you are going to write more than 3 conditions, okay, more than 3 conditions, instead of going else if, we can go for a switch condition. Okay, when we should go for switch, tell me, ma? Whenever we are going for more than 3 conditions, okay, 3 conditions, then we can go for a switch case. Suppose I am going to write only one condition, then switch is not required. Write in the if itself. I want to write 2 conditions, write in the if and if else itself. Okay, don't go for switch. Okay, when we should go for switch, more than 3 conditions. Okay, let us write the expression. So here first we need to write the switch. Switch is also a keyword only. Okay, and after that we need to write a expression, like we need to give the value here and open and close bracket. This is nothing but our switch body. Okay, so switch body. Okay, and next thing is, inside the switch we need to write on some special statements called cases. Okay, I'll say case. Case is also keyword only. Okay, after the case you need to write like a what is the value. Okay, let us understand through the program and we'll do it. Okay, suppose what we want to do, I want to identify my suppose I'll enter any date. On the date I want to identify what is the day of the week. Suppose that day is Monday or Tuesday, something like that. Okay, February 1st, I want to tell what is the day. Sunday, Monday. I want to identify, not first day. First day itself, date itself telling first day. Okay, I want to identify the day of the week, something like that. Okay, let us write that program. So if you want to write multiple conditions, then we are going for a switch case. So first let us write the d is equal to new date. Which date we want to go for it, ma? I want to go for 2023. Then 1. Okay, 1 means what? Which month? Something. Okay, February 1. So that's fine. So let us print the value. Console dot log of d. So let us see what is the date. That day. Okay, February Wednesday. Okay, suppose I don't want to do any substring. I want to identify through the date API. We have that get day method is there, right? So let us see what is the get day method. D dot get not day. Okay, day method. Okay, something like this. So it will return the what is the value it is returning 3. if I am showing 3 to the user, what they will understand? They will not understand, okay, anything. So I want to display in a what? Like in a display Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, something like that, okay. So based on the date, I want to show like this, okay. So the condition 0 means a Sunday, 1 means a Monday, 2 means a something like this. Suppose if I want to write the same thing using the if condition, very simple, ma. If, okay, simple. I will say d dot get day double equal to 0. D dot get day double equal to 0. Then what I can write it? That is a Sunday. Okay. And same based on this value only, I'm going to write it right. That is the reason I'm going to write like d dot double equal to 1. Then what day it is? A Monday. Something. Let us print it. Okay. Let's go and print it. What day it is? A Wednesday. Okay. So how many conditions I am writing here? You tell me. 1, 2, 7 conditions, right? Okay. So I don't. If you are going for more than 3 conditions, then which is recommended? Switch is a recommended. Okay. So that is the reason I'm going to remove all these things, or I can just comment out. Now I want to write a switch program. Let us understand switch here. Okay. Switch. Okay. So switch, that is okay. Open bracket and close bracket. First thing here, I need to write the, like based on the what value I want to write it, day. Okay. Let me store this into one constant. Okay. Constant day is equal to something like this. Okay. So this is like a day value. So here I need to provide my constant. Okay. Okay. Here I need to provide my constant. Okay. So far it's simple, right? Switch is a keyword. Here I'm going to provide based on what value I'm going to do it. Don't compare double equal to 1, double triple equal to nothing. You don't do anything. Whatever the value you are having it, simply pass it here. That's all. Okay. Inside here we need to write one case called case. Okay. And case here you need to give a 0. Okay. 0. And if whenever you are going to write multiple statement, go and use a open bracket and close bracket. So whenever you are going to write multiple small statement, you can write it normally. Okay, that's fine. Okay, something like this. So I'm going to remove this break. Okay. So here I'm going to write like a case. Case is a keyword, and 0. 0 means nothing but a value. Suppose my day is 0 means what value? Sunday. Something like this. I want to write it. Okay. Case 1, Monday. Something. Tuesday. Case 3, Wednesday. Something like instead of writing my if conditions, what we are writing here? Cases. Something like. Okay. Please understand the class. So first we are writing case and 0. 0 I am writing right. So I am writing number or string? Number, because internally switch case will check the triple equal to comparison. Okay. Internally switch case will check the triple equal to means what? Type should be same, value also should be same. That is the reason. So what is the get date will return a number. That is the reason I have to write a number 0 and 1, 2, because this day will return a 0, 1, 2, 3 based on the numbers. Okay. Suppose if I am going to save it and reload the page. So what is the output? The date will return 3. What 3 means? What is the output? Wednesday. So what is the output we are going to expect it here? Wednesday. Okay. What is the output? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, that is it. Why it is coming like this? Okay, so it is because of there is a thing called ladder. Okay, so inside the switch there is a concept called ladder here. Okay, so here we are writing one condition, right? One condition, it will work like this. Okay, one condition. So now what will happen is, whenever suppose our condition is matching here, our three values matching here. Okay, whenever any case is matching, it will directly go to that case. Okay, after that, if you are not writing any break statement, okay, it will go to the next case also. It will go to the next case also. Okay, think like this is a ladder. What if it is broken? Suppose a heavyweight person is climbing it. If this is broken, what will happen? You will get back to the next one. This is also broken. Now what will happen? He will go to next one till wherever he find a great support. He will stand over there. Like this in switch case also, if you are not going to write any break statement, okay, it will go to the next case also. It will go to the next case also till we find the break statement. Okay, that is the reason. Don't always try to write the break statement. Okay, here I need to write a break statement. So break statement means what will happen is whenever this is finding a break, it will stop there itself. It will not go to the next case. Okay, something like this. Now you understand what is use of break. Okay, break will stop the flowing to the next case execution. If you are missing the break, your output will be different. That is the reason. See now what is the output? Wednesday. Earlier without break, what is the output? Wednesday, Thursday. Some interviews, what they will do, they will not write the break statement just to observe your like things. Okay, you have to tell that, hey, here there is no break statement. Whenever there is no break statement, suppose I am going to comment out a break statement. Okay, now what is the output? To tell me. Okay, I have commented the break statement in Wednesday and Thursday. Now what is the output? I'm going to match it. By default, the day will match to case 3 and it will execute this statement. Okay, and after, is there any break? No, it will go to the next case. Is there any break? There also no break. Then it will go to the next case. What is the break? We have break, right? So then what is the output? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, suppose if I am going to have a break in the next, now what is the output? Let us see here. Okay, Wednesday and Thursday, until it finds the next break statement, it will execute till there. Okay, that is nothing but this one. Okay, okay, suppose if I am going to enter any other day which is not matching at all, suppose I am going to give enter 20. Is there any 20 day? No. So I want to show invalid day. Suppose in the switch case, like in the else case, what you can write? Simply you can write a else bracket. But here, if you want to handle the last case, if no other case is matching and you want to handle something, then we have to go for a case called default. Okay, what is the case, ma? Default. Okay, in the default, don't write the, okay, okay, don't write case default. Okay, case is not required, simply write a default. Okay, so default you can write anywhere in the top to bottom, anywhere you can write it, no problem. Sometimes people will ask, should I need to write only in the bottom or should I can write in the, anywhere you can write it, no problem at all. Okay, if no other is matching, then only default will execute, but it always better to write in the bottom only. Okay, so here I can say if no other is matching, right, I will say invalid. Should I need to write any break statement? This is the last one. There is no break is required. Already is fell in the bottom only, floor on. Okay, so that is the reason no more break is required. Let's go and reload the page again. Okay, so invalid. You understood, right? Okay, this is equally to our if and else condition. Okay, so this first condition, what is the value I'm giving here? 0. So that is the reason in my case I'm going to give a 0. Okay, suppose what is the case I'm giving here? First, second condition 1. So that is the reason I'm giving a case 1. Okay, something, this is exactly like our this program. Okay, so both you can do it, but whenever we are going for more than 3 condition, which is recommended, switch is required. Okay, everybody okay, right? Let us write one small program. So for recharge program is there, right? Same recharge program I want to do using the switch case. Can we do it? Let us do it. And okay, suppose same query. Okay, if my recharge amount is 100, if my recharge amount is 100, how many days? 28 days, something like this. Let me write it here. Okay, so 100, 28 days. Okay, something like this I want. So how many cases I want to write it, ma? 5 cases. Whenever you want to write 5 cases, which is allowed, which is recommended? Switch or if? Okay, switch. Let us write with the switch. Okay, switch. Okay, here your question is what is the value I want to pass it? Very simple. Just simply like pass the amount. Which amount? Let recharge AMT is equal to 100. Okay, you pass this amount here, whatever the amount you are passing, you pass it here. Okay, don't pass date or anything, just pass like open bracket and close bracket. Okay, so now I need to write like a case 100. How many days I want to write a validity? 28 days. Okay, and a break statement. You know what will happen if you are not writing a break? What will happen? He is going to get additional validity also, 56 days, 86 days. We are going to recharge for 1 day, like 1 month, you are going to get more than 1 year. That is a small mistake. If you are going to do any small mistake, there is a big impact for the company. That is the reason break is very important. Okay, so let's save and reload the page again. Okay, so let us print the date, console dot log of d. So let us reload the page again. So this is a 28 days validity. Suppose what if I am changing my input? So I will change it to my 500. So how many months? Almost it should come for the 140 days something. Okay. from till that time. Okay, so this is nothing but a all or nothing. These things are nothing but a conditional statements. Okay, conditional statements. What if should happen, huh? Then what is the else should happen? That is that type of statements are called conditional statements. Okay, so let me stop recording.